kind of a rough year. How often have y'all talked this year about just some of the bumpy road she's on?
I mean, we talk quite a few times. I always send her, text of encouragement because we went through the same thing 10, 11, 12 years ago. You just got to stay the course. I just tell her, put in your culture. The wins and losses will take care of themselves. But if you don't have a great foundation, it's going to be built on uh, something that's undisciplined, and then at some point it's going to break. So she's doing it the right way. I mean, I know it's tough when you're used to winning. It's tough. I mean, it's tough. There's no way out of it besides just keep fighting and keep being disciplined to your core values.
What do they do that's problematic from a basketball standpoint?
I mean, they get up and down the floor. They shoot a lot of threes, so if they get hot outside of there, they can make it interesting. We ourselves are. I mean, we're doing the same thing I'm telling her to do. It's just stay the true who we are. Prep right, respect it, do what we need to do, and approach it the same way. Obviously, I think we're the better team that's going to take the floor, but you have to play it like you're the better team. They're going to get up for us. It's on the road, so we don't want to leave anything for chance.
How much do you see parallels between what they're going through right now and what you got when you went through when you first got here?
I mean, a lot. I mean, when you struggle to win, and when you win, it's a hard fought game. When you lose players, for whatever reason, whether it's your call or their call, it's hard. It's hard to get a good grip on which way to go. So you just got to pick a way, and just got to keep staying disciplined to it. And sooner or later, you're gonna get. She's got a good recruiting class, so she'll do much better next year. And I'm not just folding in this year, but she's still working through some things.
Dawn, obviously a very hard day for basketball in general. Last Sunday, just from a Philly standpoint, what did Kobe mean to you and to that city?
I mean, he meant a great deal. Anytime anybody is from the Philly area that does well, we're always connected and linked up and supportive of each other. Still in the state of shock, but as the days go by, you really, reflect on what they meant to you, and you see what they meant to the world, and you see what they meant to the basketball community, you see what he meant to his family. I mean, it is really hard to swallow, but you relish on the fact that he was a good man. I mean, he was a good man that approached the game like everybody should approach the game. He was a great father. He was a great friend. He was a great mind. So we're sad because we're going to miss that, and we're going to miss all the things that he had in store for us to see. But his legacy will definitely live on.
Had y'all met?
Yeah, we've met. I knew Kobe since he was in high school. I think I shared a couple of stories about working out at St. Joe's where John Lucas was the coach at the Sixers, and the Sixers weren't doing very well, but John welcomed all of us into his practices. He made us jump into some drills, and I can remember just Kobe, just brash Kobe, and getting in, and he looked like he belonged. He talked like he belonged. His actions were, he wasn't afraid of anybody, even the pros.
Not only in the NBA and the WNBA, how much do you see his impact from, footwork to shot mechanics and technical stuff like that from people just watching him on YouTube and just kind of studying him?
I see a lot of glimpses of Kobe Nunn that perfected his footwork like he did. Some broke Kobe moves, but the inspiration was there. I just like the fact that you could see him publicly embrace his daughter, embrace girls basketball, embrace women's basketball. And although he meant a great deal to everybody else, that's probably what I'm going to miss, his imprint on the women's game. Because, he was putting everything into his daughter Gigi. And I know, I really do believe that as Gigi grew in the game, he was going to be more involved in the pro game, whether it's buying a team, whether it's buying a league. I think he would have gotten to that point. So it's sad to see that shortened in that way. But I hope that the pros who have expressed how they felt about Kobe and living his legacy. Will embrace the women's game like he was doing and he was probably going to do in the future.
Coach, we were talking with Destiny about kind of taking on that new role of coming off the bench. When you first approached her with that, do you think, were you at all worried about how she would take it, seeing as she got a little starting experience last year?
I'm always worried about, when a player, because every player, no matter what they say, they want to start. They want to start. And she was playing well, so I was worried about how she would take it. And she's pretty an emotionless kid. She's not gonna let you see what she's thinking. She's always, she always had great responses. You're not gonna shake her equilibrium outwardly. And I thought, the couple of days after we said who was starting, I saw her play drop a little bit. And then that's normal, and I let her have that space. And then, great players are able to just bounce back and figure it out. And then they leave their imprint on our team, and that's what she's done so far. I think the last week, we just, we again had another discussion because there was a little dip, and there was a dip in our entire bench play. And she was like, I got it. I got it. I'm focused. I'm good. And then, she comes out and plays the way she does at Georgia. And that's the destiny we know, and that's the destiny we'll need in order for us to keep having success.
Has she taken ownership of that second unit, you think?
Absolutely. I mean, she's taking onus and, us saying that, because Coach Boyer talked to her as well. Like, you're not the destiny that we know. The explosive, just taking what the defense gives you and actually controlling that second unit. When she's going, we're a different basketball team. We saw that in Georgia. When she got into the game, she made that second unit go. And that's the best our second unit has played as far as on both sides of the ball. I mean, Georgia scored 6 points in the fourth quarter, and that was indicative of what Destiny brought to the table.
Anything else, Coach? Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.